What's up, everybody? Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com with another edition of my MLB Trend Report. This one for Friday, August 18th. I am actually recording this on Friday or Thursday evening, just the way it has to be right now. But don't worry, I got you covered. I found 5 more awesome trends for Friday's games, and we're going to get into those right now. And as always, guys, I start by reminding you to never make a bet based on any single trend, angle, or piece of information. Simply use these trends that I'm giving you in addition to other factors and your own handicapping of these games. And let's go to trend number 1, where we're looking at Alex Cobb, and we're going back to April 7th of this season, when he is against opponents that are averaging 6.9 or fewer team left on base per game, and the line is minus 215 or lower. In other words, they're either an underdog or they are favored by no more than minus 215. So we'll hit the SDQL button. And I guess it's a decent straight up record at 10-3. But what I really want to look at here is the over under. It's 1, 11, and 1. 1 over, 11 unders, 1 push. These games stayed under by just more than 2.5 runs per game. A nice 69.4% ROI on the under. And it is active on Friday with the Giants visiting the Braves with Alex Cobb on the mound for San Francisco. So we will move right into trend number 2. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. I would greatly appreciate that. For trend number 2, we're going to look at Sandy Alcantara. We're going to go all the way back to July 20th of 2019, when he is an away dog, a road underdog, with the total set at 9 or less, and they are at least 10 games into the season, which obviously they're well past that point right now, and the start time of the game is greater than 1905. Now, this is a parameter that I don't believe I've used in these videos before. So start time greater than 1905, this translates to 7:05 p.m. Eastern. So you basically just take the first 2 numbers, 19, subtract 12, and you get 7:05, and it's p.m. Eastern. So these are games that started after 7:05 p.m. Eastern. So we've got Alcantara since July 20th of 2019 as a road dog with the total set at 9 or less if they're at least 10 games into the season and the start time of the game is later than 7:05 p.m. Eastern. We'll hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that Alcantara and the Marlins are 0-12, losing by 2 1/3 runs per game. They were an average underdog of basically plus 174. So the ROI is a little lower, 50.8%, but still very, very respectable ROI. And you can see that this is active on Friday with Alcantara and the Marlins visiting the Dodgers on the West Coast. Now, this trend I don't usually like to use trends that have this many parameters. It starts to turn into a fishing expedition where you try to filter down until you can get a really impressive trend. Once we get past the date or season and the starter or the team, I usually don't like there to be more than like 3 parameters after that. We have, I believe, 4 here, so a little more than what I normally have, but a trend worth noting nonetheless. And we will move right into trend number 3. And guys, if you haven't already, I know you're watching this video on Wager Talk's YouTube channel. I do put my MLB trend report on the Wager Talk YouTube channel Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I put them on my own personal channel. So if you have not subscribed to my personal channel yet, please do so at the link you see on the screen. I would really appreciate that. And also hit the thumbs up to like this video. I thank you for doing those two things for me. It means a lot. For trend number 3, we're going to look at the Cardinals. We're going to go back to April 21st of this season when they play on a Friday, and the total is less than 11. We'll hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that despite being an average favorite of minus 136, the Cardinals are just 1-12 in this spot, losing by more than 2 runs per game. A very nice fade ROI of 97.7%. And it doesn't show that this is active for Friday, but here's why. I'm recording this on Thursday night, and they don't have a line in the database for this game yet, because if I erase the total and run it like this, you can see that the game then shows up as being active tomorrow. So because I'm having to record this on a Thursday night, not all of the Friday lines are in the database just yet, but this is active for tomorrow, the Cardinals hosting the Mets. So let's go to trend number 4, and this is another long one. And guys, if you have any questions on any trends or angles you'd like me to look up in regards to Friday's games, drop them in the comments. If you yourself found any trends or angles that are relevant to Friday's games, drop those in the comments as well. We would all love to see them. For trend number 4, and like I said, this is a longer one, but this shows you what the SDQL database can do if you want it. We're going to look at Jameson Taillon. We're going to go back to the 2021 season, game number greater than 81, so it's the second half of those seasons, when he's facing an American League opponent, and that American League opponent is averaging 4.4 or less runs per game, and the betting line on today's game is less than, it says greater than, but it's actually less than minus 250, meaning he's either an underdog or a favorite of minus 250 or lower. And we'll click the button. And it's actually a nice 8-2 straight up for a decent 34.9% ROI. Good margin, winning by 3.5 runs per game. But what I really want to look at is the over here. Over under 10-0. 10 overs, no unders. And they won by an average of 4.7. They went over by an average of 4.7 runs per game. Very nice, 92.6% ROI. And this is active on Friday with Taillon and the Cubs hosting the Royals. Now, this is a trend that you have to watch for several reasons. One, there's quite a few parameters. And again, I don't normally like trends that have a ton of parameters. And also, you'll notice that Taillon was with the Yankees for 9 out of the 10 games in this query. Only the last one was he with the Cubs. But still, at 10-0, and with that margin, it's worth taking note of. Doesn't necessarily put you on the over in this game, but maybe it'll make you think twice about taking the under. And that brings us to the 5th and final trend of the show. And guys, if you haven't already, please head over to my page at dbbets.com. Time is running out to get my Pick Your Freebie Football special. You'll also notice that my first college football play of the season is up on my page, and it's only $2 right now. It's a game that plays next Saturday, August 26th. If you scroll down my page here, you'll see that you choose your freebie football special details. I was number 1 at WagerTalk in college football last season in all 3 metrics: profit, win percentage, and ROI. Number 1 at WagerTalk in NFL profit 2 seasons ago. Number 1 at WagerTalk over the last 2 seasons combined in profit from 5% NFL max bets. So right now, and they're probably going to take this down before this month is over, and we're already 2 weeks from the end of the month. If you buy my college football season package, and again, I was number one across the board last season, you can choose to get my entire NFL season through the Super Bowl absolutely free, or you can choose to get the rest of my MLB through the World Series absolutely free. Your biggest savings is if you get my college football NFL season combo package, which is already at a discount. And then you will also get my MLB, the rest of my MLB through the World Series absolutely free. If you purchase my college football season package, one of WagerTalk's amazing customer support staff will reach out to you to see whether you want the entire NFL season free or the rest of my MLB for free. And if you purchase a college football NFL season combo package, the rest of my MLB will automatically be tacked on to that. And how you get on board is right over here on the right-hand side. You scroll down my page, and on the right, it says long-term and seasonal passes. Under that, it says football. You just click on the drop-down box below that, pick which season package you want, and the appropriate freebie will be tacked on after that. So get on over to dbbets.com while this thing is still on my page. You do not want to miss out on that. Profitable the last two football seasons, each of the last two football seasons overall. Looking to make it 3 in a row this year. Confident I will. So get on board right now at dbbets.com. For trend number 5, we're going to look at, and I don't know how he pronounces his first name. It looks like Joan to me, so we're just going to go with that. Adon. I'm going to go back to last season when he's facing opponents with a win percentage of greater than 29%, and the total is no higher than 10. We'll click the SDQL button, and you'll see that not only are the Nationals with the Don 1-12 straight up, losing by nearly 5 runs per game, but the real money is fading him on the run line. 0-13 on the run line, and your ROI goes up to 95%. You can see the average score in these games. Washington 1.69, their opponents basically 6.5. Huge winning margin. And you can see that this is active on Friday with the Don and the Nationals hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. And guys, that's going to do it for this video. As always, if you have any trends or angles you'd like me to look up on Friday's games, drop them in the comments. I'll get to them when I can. If you have any trends or angles you found for Friday's games, drop them in the comments as well. And I close, as always, by saying best of luck on all of your wagers today.